Everyone, salutations. So today we are going to complete SOP 2 of Skill Set 3, 12th Science, Maharashtra State Board, lesson Server Side Scripting PHP. SOP 1 video I have already solved and updated. Okay, so you can check that out. In that video, I have also explained how to install XAMPP server. Okay, because for execution of PHP, you need XAMPP server. All right. So XAMPP server should be installed, and before running the program, before executing the program, you have to start the Apache option of the XAMPP folder. I'm sorry, XAMPP control panel. All right. So we are going to do that, but let's go through the question first of all. SOP 2 says write a PHP function to count the total number of vowels A, E, I, O, U from the string. That means you have to take the input in the form of string and identify the total number of vowels in that particular string. Okay, so string, it can be any single word or multiple words, however the user wants to enter, and accept a string by using HTML form. So first of all, you have to create an HTML form to accept the string, and then create the PHP file separately. Provide the name of the PHP file in the form tag. Okay, in the form tag action attribute. All right, so in that manner, when the user clicks on the submit button after entering the string, the PHP file also gets executed. Okay, so now we will see how the coding for this can be developed. I have already developed the coding for you, so I'm going to explain them and execute. Okay, so you have to save the coding in the XAMPP folder, which will be available in C drive when you install the XAMPP folder, XAMPP software. Once you install the XAMPP software, XAMPP folder is created in this manner. Okay, inside the XAMPP folder, there is a folder called htdocs. In htdocs, you have to save your HTML file as well as the PHP file and run this file with the help of localhost. Okay, you have to type localhost and name of the file in the web browser. All right, in the web browser. So as you can see, I have practiced some of the coding. Okay, and SOP 1 is I have made, and I have executed this in the previous video. And for SOP 2, I have created a separate folder. Okay, and this I have saved in the htdocs folder of the XAMPP folder. Okay, in C drive. Okay, you have to also save in this manner. So you can see I have given the file name as string.html and string.php. You can give any other suitable name. All right, so first of all, we will see the coding of the HTML form. Open with notepad. So this is the very simple HTML coding, the basic structure. Okay, and in H1 I have given the name as string functions because we are going to use a lot of string functions in this coding. Okay, and a simple form to accept a string in the text box. Okay, enter any string, that text will be displayed, then we will have a text box. Name of the text box I have given str, and a submit button. The name is submit, and the value of the text displayed on the button will be check vowels. Okay, and please pay attention to this. I have used post method. You can use get method as well. Okay, but if you are using get method in the PHP coding also, you have to use get. All right, then in action I have given name of the PHP file, so you also give the name of your PHP file in the action attribute of the form. Okay, so I hope so the coding of the form is clear to you. It's very easy. You can take a screenshot of it, okay, and use it as your reference. All right, so now I'm going to explain you. I'll minimize this. Now I'll explain you the coding of the PHP form. PHP 5. Okay, not form. Sorry for the mistake. So PHP coding, as you know very well, it starts with these opening and closing. Okay. Now is set. Okay, that means thing is entire coding is set inside this if condition. This is if condition, you know very well, and this is set function. And in last video also I explained the use of isset function. Isset function means it is going to check whether the text box in the form is empty. Okay, if it is empty, nothing will be executed. If it has a value, all these things will be executed in PHP. Okay, so the condition is, first of all, the form must not be empty, the text box must not be empty. So it is going to check that. All right. So what should happen when the user clicks on the submit button? That's why we mentioned submit here. And this is the array. This is the array where you mention all the values. Okay. It's not necessary one value. There can be multiple values in the text box also. Okay. So probably depending upon the question, you may need to enter two values in the text boxes. Okay, there may be two text boxes and you are entering two values. So doesn't matter how many values you are entering and clicking on the submit button, all values will be considered. Okay, and checked. All right, checked for the validation and specific output. So you know already that dollar character, okay, special character, dollar special character is used as a variable declaration. Okay, for variable declaration, you can have the name of the variable, and the name of the variable should have dollar symbol first of all, okay, in the prefix. So similarly, a dollar symbol and the name of the method, that is post method we used in the form, as I told you. Okay, and you have to give this underscore symbol to say that array means multiple values. There can be multiple values in the form, but right now we have a single value. We are going to test with the single value, that is a single text box in which you are going to enter any string. Okay, so first of all, isset function is going to check whether the form is empty or not. That means when submit button is clicked, okay, when the submit button is clicked, the required value in the form is available at least. Okay, so that means when you are using isset function, that means it ensures that the form is not empty. If the form is not empty, we have to do the next part. The next part is this. Okay, and isset function also checks whatever variables are used, whatever values are used, they are declared, they must be declared. So see, we have so many declarations. Okay, everything must be declared properly. Okay, so see this first declaration, str. This is the variable str. What does it, why are we using this str? Okay, so you know very well, in the form we used str as name of the text box. Name of the text box was str. Okay, and whatever the value we have is going to be available here. Okay, so post method is used in the form, that's why you have to use post here as well, and convert this entire thing. That means whatever user is entering in the text box has to be converted in lower case. See, this is the method, function, you can call it as function. This is a predefined function. Okay, it's also available in the textbook. The explanation is given in the textbook. Str to lower, that means it converts the string into lower case. That means whatever is entered in the text box, take it and convert it in the lower case and store in variable str. So now what variable str is having? Variable str is having whatever is entered in the form but converted into lower case. Okay, then we have next variable, that is vowels. Vowels, you know very well, we have to check how many vowels are there in that particular word or the string. Okay, so we have to make an array. We know Vowels are, there are five vowels, so you have to take an array. You cannot take a single value. Array means use of multiple values in this manner. So these are the multiple values A, E, I, O, U. All right. So we have used all these values in a single variable, that is vowels. We are storing them in a single variable, vowels. Okay. Our next variable is len, len, any random variable. Okay. And here this function is used, that is strlen. That means it is going to count the length of the string. What is $str? This. Whatever is entered in the form converted in lowercase. Okay. So the length will be counted for this and stored in this variable. Okay. Next we have $num. Okay. This is the variable num equal to 0 and its initial value is 0. Why it's 0? I'll tell you. Okay. Initially you have to keep it 0 and then you have to take a counter because you have to check each and every letter in that string. Each and every letter in that string. Okay. So you have to introduce a counter, and counter can be given with the help of for statement. Okay. So the initial value is 0. Okay. And you know very well in array, the first value is indexed as 0. Indexing starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is why 0. Initial value is 0. Okay. And then I is less than this. Initial value is 0 and I is less than length. Okay. Less than length means length, length of the string. Okay. So you have to check each and every letter in that string. Then increment. You have to check each and every letter and go to the next letter. For going to the next letter, you have this I plus plus. You have to increment. Okay. Increment the counting. Then curly bracket open, you have to give a if condition. In if condition, you are using this function. Okay. This function checks whether whatever is mentioned inside is available or not available. Okay. That means here we are going to check vowels. Okay. You are going to check vowels, whether the letter, each and every letter you are going to check and identify the vowels and then count, give a total number of count of the vowels. Okay. But here it checks that this one, this I. Okay. Here we have a variable I is not empty. Okay. Is not empty. All right. And then you are just incrementing the num. Num, you give initial value as 0. Possibly a particular string may not have a vowel. That is very rare. But all the familiar words have the usage of A, E, I, O, U. Okay. But there are few words like rhythm. Okay. Then all the exclamation related words like okay. Then HMM. Okay. So these are the exclamation related words. They generally don't have vowels. Okay. So if user enters such kind of string, then the answer must be 0. That's why you have to give the initial value as 0. I hope so you understood. All right. And also the indexing of the array starts from 0. That is why also you have to give 0. So I find these are the two major reasons why you have to start the counter with 0, and whatever you are giving to identify to make a count, okay, also 0. Okay. And then increment. Increment means if you are entering A double P L E apple, first it is going to check for A, then double P. Okay. And A, A is the vowel, so it will be counted. P, not a vowel. Then move to the next letter P, not a vowel. L, not a vowel. Okay. In this manner, it is going to check each and every letter of the word. Okay, and it is going to finally stop at the length, final length. Okay, means the final length may be 5, so it is going to check for all the 5 letters. All right, in that manner. And then finally, if condition is closed, for gets closed, and then finally provide the total count in this manner. Okay, so echo statement displays the statement in the output. Okay, output or the browser. Name of the vowel, sorry, number of the vowels, and here you have it. Here you will have the total count. Okay, so you have to give name of this variable, and finally close the double quote of the echo and semicolon. Semicolon, you know very well, every statement you have to give a closure with the help of a semicolon. And finally, that is set function, is set function will be closed, which is used in the if statement, that will be closed, and finally PHP gets closed. All right, so this is how you can take a screenshot of it, and this is how this is going to work. It definitely works. I tried. Okay, so I'll try to uh, reduce the font size so that you can take a screenshot. Yes, please take a screenshot of it. Okay, all right, so now we will try to execute this. To execute this, you know very well what you have to do. You take any browser. Okay, this is Microsoft Edge, and now you type localhost. Yes, very important. Before execution, you have to go to the XAMPP control panel. So in search, I'm going to type XAMPP control panel, and start the Apache. Okay, this Apache option, you have to click on the start. So Apache is a type of web server which gives us the facility that you can execute your local files in the web server. Okay, so localhost, because I have already tried to execute, you can see this. Okay, but doesn't matter, I'm going to type the entire thing for you. So first of all, I'm typing name of the folder. Now if you're not saving in separate folder like me, so you directly type the name of the file. So first of all, you have to enter the value inside the form. Okay, so name of the form, I have given same names to both the files, string.html and string.php. So it is string.html, and then type enter. Okay, so here you can enter the string. As you can see how many things I have tried on. Okay, so now I'll type this word rhythm. Okay, now you can see in rhythm there is no vowel. Okay, there is no A, E, I, O, U, and click on the button check vowels. So the number of the vowels 0. Okay, possibly some words may not have vowels. Okay, now I'll type hello world and an exclamation. Okay, click it. So there are 3 vowels. Okay, 3 vowels. H, E, E is a vowel, O is a vowel, and then again O is a vowel. So there are 3 vowels in this string. Okay, so this coding definitely works. You can try it on. I hope so you understood. Okay, I'll give the coding once again. I'll show the coding once again. Okay, this is the coding of the PHP file. I hope so you have taken a screenshot. And then this is the coding for the HTML file. This also I'll reduce the font size by 1 so that you can take a screenshot and practice. Alright, I hope so you have taken a screenshot. So thank you everybody. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope so. You must have liked this solution, okay, which I tried. So if you have liked the solution, please share with your friends and colleagues. Please like the video, subscribe the channel, and definitely I will come up with the next SOP. And I'm considering all the suggestions that you gave me, make videos for standard 11th SOPs and explanation of some lessons. So I will cover up those videos also. Please subscribe the channel. Stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.